Well, good evening and welcome to Noster Sports Complex as Holden visits Noster. Derek, we've got a conference matchup here tonight between the Eagles and the Panthers. I'm Michael Coron alongside Derek Brizendine, and we have his wife Allison on the camera for us tonight.
Yeah, we kind of got a little bit of a glare there, first time running camera, but hey, what a great time to try it out, right? We've got a perfect night for softball. Looking forward to a good game.
Yeah, it should truly help. We got a breeze blowing in actually here for the Panthers. We are underway here. Kira Andrade on the mound, and Mara Clover is up for the Eagles. Kira finds herself down 3-0 in the count here on the top of the first. Kira dials up her first strike of the evening. That brings the count to 3-1. Nice little change up there that kind of met the bottom of the strike zone, and laying off the whole time there was Mara Clover. Mara stands in, takes strike two, and Kira fills it up out there. Full count now, 3-2. Nobody on here, nobody down as we just started here at the top of the first inning. On deck for the Eagles is Kimmy Spring.
What a great pitch there on the outside corner. See if she paints it again here on this one.
Nice high pitch there from Kira Andrade as she really jams her up. Cleaned up over there at third base by Cassidy Brent.
Yeah, she did a nice job to stretch that zone upwards, outwards. Really nice job there. Work back out of the early hole.
Yeah, I was going to say she really kind of put herself into a dangerous situation. She was down in the count 3-0, but battled back with three straight and able to pull that out of there. Nice hit up the middle there by Kitty Smith. She's going to find herself rounded first, but staying there gives first base runner there for the Eagles. Now batting for them will be Camille Davidson.
Nice piece of hit in there. Take one right back up the middle, kind of give what the pitcher takes.
Yeah, you can't get much better of a hitting job right there. She did drive it straight back up the middle, gives the Eagles their first base runner. Andrade now with a runner on. Nice throw down from Trudell from behind the plate. Tag was not in time. Nice steal there for Kimmy Spring to put a runner in scoring position for the Eagles.
Kimmy Spring really looks locked in here early on. Even watching her warm up, just looked like she was locked into this one.
And Davidson with a nice piece of hitting. Coach is rounding her around third, and that little RBI is going to put the Eagles up on the board here in the top of the first. Batting for them will be number 15, Liz Stout, the third baseman.
Both teams probably trying to feel each other out a little bit here as they're going to play again tomorrow night in district action to begin that.
Back-to-back nights here versus the Eagles. Andrade on the mound tonight. I heard that Cassidy Brent's probably going to get the call there for that first round of districts going into that. Trudell with no throw down there. So Davidson also with the RBI down, single and a steal. Kind of filling up her stat sheet here in this top of the first.
You can gain a lot of momentum out of this game tonight, heading into the first round of districts.
Yeah, Andrade now down in the count 2-0. That ball high and inside to Stout. Davidson stands at second base for the Eagles. Pitch is high and inside again from Andrade. She's now down in the count 3-0 to Stout.
Yeah, I know she got good high pitch there in the first at bat. Eagles seem to lay off that the next couple here.
Yeah, just a little bit different placement with those pitches there on that first hitter. She kind of put it right across the eagle on the chest of Holden and kind of jammed her up just a little bit. This time, well up over the head. Now batting for Holden is number 1, Faith Brown, their catcher. Brown stands in, leaves the low ball alone. She's got runners at first and second here with just one down. She's up in the count now 1-0 on Andrade.
Yeah, I think we're going to find out a lot about Andrade tonight. In a jam here early on, see how she works out of it.
Big cut there from Brown. She drives it foul. Andrade now evens up the count 1-1 with one down here in the top of the first. Ones all across the board.
See if she can get him to chase, kind of like she did with the first batter there.
Nice inside pitch, really kind of jams her up in and on her hands. Brown goes for that one. She's now down in the count 1-0 to Andrade. Andrade, just nice placement on that fastball to come inside and really make Brown make a decision on that one.
Andrade's done a real nice job of just moving her pitches all around tonight.
Nice hard shot there by Brown. She's going to bring in another RBI as Davidson crosses the plate for the Eagles.
Just through the wickets there of Estella Huntsman. Hit with some pace. Real nice piece of hitting. Trade places there.
Yeah, tough ball there. And actually that's Brent over there on third to be able to field that. Just had a lot of heat on it. Runners back at first and second for the Eagles. And Maddie Sechrist, the second baseman here, number 22, steps up to the plate.
I forgot they got their pink jerseys on. Those pink jerseys are a little bit different than the numbers I was given earlier today. But hey, a good thing you're here to watch out for me.
Yeah, and once again, the ladies are wearing those pink jerseys. Just Cancer Awareness Night. And just before the game, they were wishing sentiments of good luck to anybody that is battling cancer. And normally these nights reserved for breast cancer awareness. Our girls deciding just all cancer needs to be canceled and wearing these pink jerseys in honor of everybody that's battling cancer at this time.
And what a cool act by the girls here. Usually they have a much, bigger event of it, but because of all the circumstances, they made the most of their situation, and just really kudos to them for doing that.
Yeah, it's just about the heart and desire that's behind it, and you can see that these young ladies truly believe in what they're wearing tonight. Andrade finds herself down here in the count now, 3 balls and a strike with one down to Sechrist. Nice pitch there, but Sechrist lays off just slightly high as it goes above that eagle across the chest. Fills it up now for number 14, Luxie Pierce. She plays first base for them. Looks like she's batting left. You got bases loaded here, runner at third base. If she can get a nice pull here, that's a perfect placement to drive that run in. Low fastball in from Andrade for ball 1.
Andrade's a little bit all over the place here. Like to see her settle in. I thought, got some confidence there getting that first out. Like to see her maybe, get 2 for 1 on this one.
It'd be great to double them up here. Beautiful pitch there in from Andrade. Big swing there from Pierce. She definitely is looking out there, seeing those bases juiced and wanting to do something for her Eagles. They find themselves up here 2-0. You can see Coach over there trying to settle her down in the box. Andrade now evens it up 1-1. High ball outside, trying to get her to chase. 2 balls and a strike. Now to Pierce.
Yeah, these Holden hitters seem to be locked in tonight, not chasing too much. Kind of waiting for that perfect pitch right down the middle. Nice pitch there by Andrade. Put her right back in this count, 2-2.
Yeah, Andrade just, seems to be climbing that ladder back when she gets down, which is a good sign for future innings. She does even it up here, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tries to go high to get her to chase. Full count now to Pierce as she steps in with 1 down, bases loaded.
I can appreciate her keeping it high, but if you're going to keep it high, keep it way high.
Tries to find the bottom of the strike zone. Just unable to find that. Pierce is going to pull a walk out of that. Bases are going to remain loaded. And stepping up to the plate is the right fielder, number 18, Kirsten Redhair. Andrade just misses with that fastball. Nice block there by Trudell. Kind of squirted out to her right, a little bit of a dangerous play. So Andrade started to look over to third base to see if the runner was going to come. Runner decides to stay. Bases are going to remain loaded. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 down.
A good pitch there, bringing that one back in the zone, but also not just, laying it up for him, putting it on that outside corner.
Yeah, still finding placement. Ball and a strike here with 1 down. Let's see if she can put in another strike here on this one. Trying to work the batter just a little bit. You can see that she's trying to hit her spots. Now we're up. Now she's down 2 balls and a strike.
Just unlucky. She's got, the right game plan on it tonight.
Ball hit well to our shortstop. Fielded well. She decides to go with a lead runner coming over from second. Unable to turn the double play. Does drive in an RBI there for the Eagles. They're now up 4-0. So sacrifice is going to go in the books for Redhair, but 2 down for Andrade here as Abby Walmsley steps in for the Eagles.
To get those bases unloaded, I'm sure Andrade will take a run for an out any day of the week, especially after having walked one in. This gives her a little bit more room to work with. May take a little bit of pressure off.
Walmsley with a slap hit down that first base line. Fielded well there by Estella Huntsman. She's able to clean up the inning for the Panthers. But quite a few runs have come across the plate. Noster finds himself down here in the bottom of the first, 4-0 to a conference foe here in the Eagles. So starting for Noster will be our center fielder, number 11, Caitlin Everts. Everts stands in here at the first. Noster down 4-0. Derek, we really need to get the bat started here to help Kira out and let her kind of just forget about that first inning and move forward for the remainder of the game here against a conference foe in the Eagles.
Well, it sure is amazing what a couple of runs can do to your confidence. It can take you from being, down at the bottom to get you back in, and that's really what Andrade needs here.
Yeah, Kimmy Spring on the mound for Holden. Everett stood in, took the first 2, slapped away the first nice pitch that came through there for Kimmy Spring. Cleaned up well there at third base by Liz Stout for the first out here in the bottom of the first. Now stepping up to bat for the Panthers is number 16, Estella Huntsman, playing at first base tonight. Stella takes a fastball in from Spring right about waist high, just basically laying off that first pitch to see if Spring would work her. Spring does throw something outside to try to get Stella to chase that time, but Stella laid off that one and the first one. Counts even here at 1-1 for Kimmy Spring.
A little bit of off-speed pitch on that one. Thought that one might drop back in the zone, just didn't move down fast enough.
Yeah, a little high change up there from Spring. Working speed and position. Stella Huntsman hits that one sky high. Stout coming over from third base, going to clean that one up in foul territory for the second out here for the Eagles.
It's a good thing they were watching that one, because I looked up and I hit the sun and that ball was out of sight, so I just looked straight up to make sure it wasn't coming at me.
Well, Stout's got a little bit of a better angle at that with the sun at her back. Now batting for the Panthers, number 17, the shortstop, Emma Frisbee. Emma comes out of the top of the first, had that nice play there for the Panthers for an out. Now she steps in here batting third for the Panthers. A beautiful swing, cranked on that one, but just drove it foul. Ball went about a half a mile. Coach Clock's hoping she'll straighten that one out just a little bit.
Yeah, she can straighten that one out. That'll be the base runner Lady Panthers need here.
Yeah, and with power like Brent's on deck, it'd be nice to have a base runner here. Nice eye there by Frisbee as she lays off the fastball that comes in low. Count goes to 2-1 to Spring with 2 down here for Frisbee.
Yeah, because Brent would love to have a base runner on with the power she has.
Nice drive there by Frisbee. A lot of movement out in left field, but cleaning it up all the way out there is 00 Abby Wamsley for the last out here. And that's how we'll end the inning. Panthers still find themselves down here going into the top of the second, 4-0. So top of the order here for the Holden Eagles, we go back to number 4, Mara Clover, the center fielder. Mara was jammed up in the first by Andrade. She's probably definitely looking for a little payback here at the top of the second.
Well, especially after seeing what her teammates did there. She was probably ready for her chance to get back up and get another shot at it.
Actually, it was a nice at bat for her. She laid off the first 3 pitches. Andrade just kind of battled back on her. threw a ball in there that probably looked the size of a pumpkin coming across high, and Mara just couldn't get off that one. Popped it to our third baseman there, Brent, and Brent cleaned it up for us for that first one. But like you said, looking for some payback. Did a nice job there laying off that first pitch. She's up in the count now, 1-0.
And Andrade's going to be looking for some payback of her own after giving up a couple runs there in the first inning that she probably would like to have back. But also, the Holden bats were locked in. The one.
Oh, that is out of here. Line them up, line them up, line them up.
Let's see how did Allison do on this shot. Oh, yeah.
She got it.
Got it. Oh. Just remember, stay a little wide. All right.
We're ready to go.
We're going to try it again.
All right. So sorry for the technical difficulties. We think we're back online here, and boy, we just missed a huge drive there, but I think you were able to see it on video there. Cassidy Brent just with a beautiful home run out there over the left field fence. She puts Noster up on the board for the first time. We pretty much missed the top of the second inning there as we dropped off here. Computer just started to restart on us. We'll catch you up after this inning just on what happened there. With the Eagles, they did score 2 out, played into an out. Then Faith Brown stepped up and hit a single and an RBI for the Eagles. And then Maddie Sechrist made the last out. And that's where we find ourselves. Luxie Pierce will be coming up and batting for Holden here in the top of the third. Once again, the Eagles up 6-1.
Cassidy Brent showed that power there in the bottom half of the inning that we were waiting for. In the bottom of the first inning, unfortunately, nobody else was on, but really nice piece of hitting by her to get her team up on the board.
Yeah, and she pretty much got all of that one. She took that one pretty deep over that fence there in left field, and not a light swing because we've got a breeze coming in as well. So she was fighting quite a bit of stuff there with the breeze and then the distance, and was still able to muscle that one over that left field wall and put the Panthers up on the board here there in the bottom of the second.
And again, we apologize for those technical difficulties. We will try and get the whole version of this game, or as much as the computer's going to let us put up here later on after the fact. But we'll try and keep the stream going for as much as we can here, and then we'll follow it up later and hopefully be able to fill in some of the blanks.
Hey, I tried to keep talking, but when I saw the blue screen come up and computer looked pretty tired, as it took quite a bit of time to just reboot itself and restart itself to get us back to this position. I'm just glad we're back live here. And once again, Lexi Pierce, number 14, the first baseman, she's going to step up here. Left-hand batter for the Eagles. She drew a walk there in the first for the Eagles. She stands up here in the top of the third.
Yeah, the computer wasn't in much of a rush to come back there for us. It shut down and just slowly 5%. 5%. Just very slow coming back, but like you said, glad it's back up and going, and hopefully, we can get through the third inning here
and beyond, hopefully. Beautiful first pitch on the outside corner from Andrade. She goes back to that outside corner on Pierce again for her second. Now up in the count 0-2. A much better position that you want to see Kira in here as that pitcher. Now able to kind of work the batter just a little bit more and position it. She comes right back though on Pierce. Pierce drives one deep into center field. That goes all the way back to the warning track. Cut off there at shortstop and walking it in as Pierce finds herself there with a stand-up double.
Yeah, these Lady Eagle bats are just really, really strong tonight. You can tell Coach Smith has them locked in, had them ready for this one, despite having already clinched the conference and getting ready for districts tomorrow. They're ready.
Yeah, Red Hair steps up here. She had a sacrifice for an RBI there in the first. This time, Estella Huntsman comes and plays that ball in foul ball territory for the first out here in the top of the third. Stepping up for the Eagles now is 00 Abby Walmsley. Walmsley, the left fielder, did a nice job there at the end of the second to clean that one up as well. Now she kind of squares around looking for a bunt. She was running out of that one, kind of took her eyes off of it a little bit. Ball dropped just below her bat. Walmsley with a little slap hit right up the middle. Nice little piece of hitting there from her. She slaps it right up. Runners at the corners now for the Eagles, and back to the top of the order for Mara Clover.
Real nice job by Olivia Bazanga out there in center to come in and cut that angle off, not allow, could have been a run come in, but, by her quickly charging in, she saved a run for her team on that one.
Walmsley still second now. 2 ducks on the pond, as we say, here for Clover. She's got runners at second and third. Up 6-1 with 1 down here in the top of the third. Nice job at short to be able to get the second out of the inning. But an RBI that go down as a sacrifice there for Clover. Kimmy Spring now going to step in for the Eagles. Runner at third for her. Pitch comes in. She drives it right to the gap between center and left.
She did a nice job helping herself out there. She's just, like I said, from warm-ups till now, she has just been locked in and ready to go. And that's exactly what you want out of your starting pitcher.
Yeah, Everett's with a nice arm out there in center, though. Don't know that I'd test that too much. Trying to squeeze something out into a triple or something, but you're right. Spring has been dialed in. She's dialed in not only hitting, but also as she steps into the circle there to pitch. And even just seeing that ball kind of squirt away from Taylor to be able to get the steal there and find herself at third base now for Davidson. Davidson with a drive right over Cassidy Brent, and she's going to have her second RBI here of the game as she brings in Spring and finds herself at first base. Batting for the Eagles will be number 15, Liz Stout, the third baseman.
Some real nice hard hits here from the Eagles. Score represents that, obviously up 9-1. But just really good pieces of hitting.
Yeah, really striking the ball well. Really only 2 errors in the game by our ladies. The rest of those hits have just been strong hits off the barrel and driving the ball where they need to. And good pieces of base running too here by the Eagles. As you said, Jeff Smith's really got them kind of dialed in. They're not only looking for this one, they've sealed the deal on the conference, but they're looking for district play as well. And lo and behold, first round of district, as you talked about earlier, tomorrow night they're going to turn right around and play the Panthers again.
Yeah, and I'm sure Knob Noster's learning something from this one. Like you said earlier, Cassidy Brent not out in the circle tonight, giving her a little bit of extra rest and giving Andrade a chance to really see what these Holden hitters are bringing to the table.
Yeah, saving Brent for tomorrow, just a good idea by Coach Clark. I mean, district play obviously extremely important, and if you can bring that kind of power, that kind of speed into your next game, possibly being able to throw them just off a little bit from their game. And Andrade has done a great job out there. She's just the unlucky recipient of some of the great bats here that the Eagles are putting together.
Well, and you got to think Brent's watching this saying, okay, what is this batter doing? What's this batter doing? And she's locked in. She's there at third, so she's getting a clear shot at it and a clear view. and be ready for tomorrow night.
Stout now with a full count to her, 3-2, 2 down. With a runner at second base for her.
She's definitely 18, guys. Don't you think so?
Andrade looking to clean up this inning. Nice pitch on the outside corner to jam her up. And Everett's coming in. A lot of range from her out there. I mean, she's coming in pretty much to the edge of that grass to make that play, to clean up that inning. Some damage done there as they drive in 3. And then Noster finds himself down now 9-1. But hopefully Noster can get the bats going and kind of get it into a groove and get some momentum in this game here in the bottom of the third.
Yeah, I'm going to need a couple of runs here. Some extra support is, we're getting close to that run limit. Not that Holden's there yet, but the way their bats have been going, they're trending that way. So a couple runs, insurance runs to keep this game going, give you a chance to get back in it.
Absolutely, and to start us out here, we're going to have Maddie Milligan, the designated player, come out for us and bat for Kira Andrade. Maddie Milligan here will come up, her first at bat here. Bottom of the third. Noster down 9-0 here to the Holden Eagles. Be great for Maddie to be able to do her job here, get on for the Panthers as that designated hitter, just to be able to get over there on first base or squeeze out a double, get us back to the top of the order with Everett's, put that speed behind her as well. Nice drive there by Milligan, but some good range over there, and just being able to have some patience there is Camille Davidson at shortstop for the Eagles. Actually, that is Kimmy Spring there. They've made a little pitching change on us as I saw her walk away, but there's Kimmy trying to do it for herself and for her team. Close play there as Everett's just about ran that one out. Kind of a nonchalant play back to first base. Almost cost him. With the speed of Everett, she just about caught up with that one and was safe. But she's out. We're now down 2 here in the bottom of the second, and Estella Huntsman stepping up.
Well, that says something about Coach Clark's team. You talk about you play it out no matter where you're at in the game. You play out to every last play, and a lot of times that comes back to reward you.
Yeah, ball catching a lot of that paint there, a lot of that lime as it kind of looked like it was going to spin foul and then just kind of kept rolling back in. But Everett's, as you said, just a lot of heart and hustle to try to keep Noster in this one. Huntsman now down in the count, 1-2 after that pitch, and 2 down here in the bottom of the third. Liz Stout is our pitcher that's in the circle for the Eagles. Wow, couldn't have hit that ball any better. Nice sharp drive right back up the middle, right back at the pitcher. Kept it on her right side. Would have been hard to make a play on it for Stout. Don't know if I would have wanted to, as hard as that ball was hit by Huntsman. Beautiful piece of hitting there from her. And now number 17, the shortstop, Emma Frisbee, steps up.
Yeah, that's how I was always told you knew you were locked in, when you drive one right back up the middle. When you drive one right back up the middle, you were locked in, and Huntsman proves it right there.
Well, and you know, when you're down in that count 1 and 2, you really just try to shorten it up, put it right in the middle of the field, and Huntsman did exactly that. But not only did she put it right in the middle of the field, that ball kind of came off that bat with some authority, and she really did a nice piece of hitting there. Frisbee steps in. She's down the count now 1 and 2 with 2 down. Huntsman getting a nice lead over there. Doesn't want to get caught up by the speed of Frisbee behind her. And then Frisbee comes back, does exactly the same thing, shortens up that swing again, just trying to drive the ball straight up the middle, gets it over the head of Stout. Beautiful piece of hitting. Now runners at first and second for some nice power here with Cassidy Brent. Brent there coming up with that nice home run there in the bottom of the second. Let's see if she can do that again, and she's got 2 RBIs on.
Kind of wonder if they'll pitch her the same or try and pitch her out with couple on after what she did there in the second inning.
Well, Stout definitely on that fastball was trying to keep it just as low as she could to see if Brent would go down for it and reach down. Brent lays off. She's up in the count 1-0. Stout just misses that outside corner on that one. Actually, that was really beautiful placement from her to try to get Cassidy to hit that, and may have been a great ball for Cassidy to be able to drive over into that right field. She comes back with one down the center, tries to drive it to right field. Cleaned up over there by number 14 for the Eagles for the last out of the inning, and that's how we'll end the third. Noster still down 9-1. About in the middle of the order here for the Eagles. Number 1, the catcher Faith Brown stepping up. She had that single in the RBI in her last at bat, so she's looking to come out here and kind of extend this lead for the Eagles. And Kira just looking to keep it where it's at here in the top of the fourth. Andrade comes in high, and Brown lays off that one. So 1 for 2 on the night for Brown with a single and an RBI in her stat sheet. Andrade trying to work that outside corner, now down in the count 2-0. Infield pulled in, looking for some type of short gain from Brown. Brown with a nice drive with Brent pulled in like that. That makes that corner an extra hot corner. Brown with a stand-up double there for the Eagles here in the top of the fourth. And now stepping up for them is Stout, who took over pitching responsibilities for the Eagles here in the top of the fourth.
Looked like the outfield was shifted over there just a little bit to really left an opening in left field and took full advantage of it.
Yeah, it was a nice drive by her, and Stout stepping in. Shift kind of going the other way, looking for her to pull. Leaving a little gap there between short and second as well. Hit right up the middle, and now Noster looking for that quick throw in. As they were calling for four, Kira Andrade cuts that one off and keeps it. Runners at the corners now for the Eagles, and stepping up for them was number 14, Luxie Pierce. Pierce is the one that I didn't think had a number in there, Derek, but she definitely does. We've been calling her number all night, but she stood in, made that last play and last out for the Eagles there at first base.
Strong hit right back up the middle with Andrade there. She told him, I'm good, but that was just a real nice piece of hitting. Glad nobody got hurt off of it, but once again, just showing the locked-in mindset of the Holden batters.
Yeah, and Andrade kind of throwing just a little bit of off speed there for her first pitch. Comes in with a low fastball to Pierce, now up in the count 0-2. Runner does go ahead and steal, gives runners at second and third for Pierce. Actually, it's a nice drive by Pierce. It's a nice try. You've got a runner over on third base. You want to try to put something somewhere over in that right field side, make them make some type of play at the plate, and that's exactly what she tried to do. Ball just kind of rolled foul there. Stella Huntsman trying to keep it into play to either make the play at first or to come home with it. That time the ball squirts loose from Trudell, and the runner goes ahead and comes in for the Eagles. They're now up 10-1. And our runner advances from second to third.
Unlucky there. Trudell done a nice job all night keeping that ball in front of her. That one just squirted away a little bit too much.
High pitch from Andrade. And Kirsten Redhair, Pierce lays off of that one. She's now evened it up at 2-2. Red Hair's on deck for them. Pierce that time just with a hot hit right down the right field line. Stella Huntsman unable to come up with that one. Was a nice piece of hitting by her, as once again a runner was at third. She's just trying to send something over there into that right field side. A little easier as a left-handed batter. She's pulling that ball, and she was able to pull that one and bring in another RBI for the Eagles.
Glad that hop, didn't get Huntsman too much there. Took her cap off, but luckily just caught the brim of her cap and not anymore.
Yeah, those corners have been definitely hot corners for the Eagles tonight, as they've placed a lot of the barrel on the bat and put quite a bit of power behind it. Really just kind of peppering those corners here of that infield for the Panthers. Kirsten Redhair, number 18, the right fielder, stepping up for the Eagles now. Andrade down 3-0 to Redhair. Redhair stood in there. She took 4 straight balls from Andrade. Gives the Eagles another runner. Runners at first and second now for the Eagles. They bring in a sub here, number 8, Tasha Lee. don't know if I'm saying that right. It looks more like Tasia Lee, I think, is what we learned at the beginning. So Tasia Lee stands in. This is her first at bat for the Eagles. Nice low fastball in from Andrade to Lee. Up in the count now, 0-1. Nobody down here in the top of the fourth. Runners at first and second for the Eagles.
Tasia Lee also a strong wrestler for the Eagles. Wrestling team there in Holden, so see what she can get done at the plate.
Wow, nice attempt there by Cassidy Brent. She had a nice leap there. Ball just went foul for Lee. Lee stands in. She's now down in the count 0-2. So her coach telling her the same thing, just shorten it up, try to drive it up the middle and make the Panthers try to make a play on this. Still in a battle here with Andrade is Lee. Going on our fourth pitch here, this at bat, but the count is 0-2 with nobody down.
Tried to go the other way on that one. Went third baseline first one, first baseline on the second one.
Yeah, I think that one was more just to try to put something on it. She thought it was a little too close. You're not only battling off anything coming in there, but you're just trying to battle off anything close to extend that at bat, and Lee did a great job there. Andrade comes back though with that pitch, goes up or gets a ball on that one, so Lee finds herself 1 ball and 2 strikes. On a 1-2 count, Lee drives it deep into left field. Sarah Walters has done a nice job out there in the second inning where we kind of lost our coverage. She came up with 2 clean outs just like that one, kind of showing her range going back to that warning track. Lee put quite a bit of power behind that one, but Sarah gets the better of that one. First out here in the top of the fourth. Runners at first and second, and we're back up to the top of the order with Mara Clover.
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure that one was going to stay inside the fence, but hung in just long enough, and Walters did a great job tracking it.
Nice hit up the middle there by Clover, and that's going to load up the bases for the Eagles with Kimmy Spring stepping in. Kimmy's got 2 hits tonight, a single and a double, pulling out an RBI there in the first. So she's got a full plate here to be able to try to drive in for the Eagles. Trying to get the lead runner there is our shortstop, Emma Frisbee. But even better play at the plate there by Taylor Trudell as she blocked that, was able to hang on to that and get the out for the Panthers and keep the run off the board. 2 down here in the top of the fourth, but just a great play by Taylor.
Yeah, Trudell did a really nice job. Dropped down and just smothered that one and held on to it too, which was just more impressive.
Davidson up, that she was straddled over the top of the plate. He called the runner safe. Another run does come in for the Eagles. They're now up 12-1. And we've got another sub coming in here. It looks like Cameron Rayfelt is going to come in for the Eagles.
Really unlucky there for the Lady Panthers. Had the play they were looking for, just with all that dust, it was hard to see. Could have even been hard to see there at third base.
Yeah, and Frisbee made a really nice clean play with that. Bottom of the fourth, Taylor Trudell steps up. Taylor with a nice play there for her out off of Emmett Frisbee's throw. She's up in the count now, 1-0.
Blame that play on the dust swarming up. We kind of checked our equipment there in between innings and just covered with dirt.
Wow, Noster has done a great job of stepping up there and driving the ball right back up the middle. That's basically 3 hits in a row that went straight back up the middle. So if they can carry that into districts, what a great opportunity for them to come back and get through that first round of district.
Going to be in Pleasant Hill tomorrow. First pitch slated right now for 7 p.m. against the Eagles. So we'll see them again tomorrow night and, hopefully learn something from tonight.
Right fielder Carolyn Corbett stepping in, up in the count, 1-0, 1 on for her. Squares around, tries to slap it forward, and unable to get the barrel of the bat around. She fouls it off. Count evens up now, 1-1. Nice eye from Corbett. Stout with that rising fastball. Came in around the eyes of Corbett, but definitely started out a lot lower. Tapping one over Kimmy Spring. She's going to get an RBI. Now Noster's bats are humming now here in the bottom of the fourth.
You bet. Just keep chipping away piece by piece. It's now 12-4 Holden. This is the best Noster bats have looked all night.
Absolutely, and the designated hitter Maddie Milligan stepping in, fouls that one off, and Walters just had to stand there at first base. I mean, she's got to respect it and make sure that she's not going to cause another out there. Maddie needs to straighten that one out. Probably just drop it over that second baseman. Let's hope that my luck may come out here and keep that in. Where do you know where she goes with it? Right over that second baseman. She doesn't drop it over though. She sends it all the way to the warning track. Coach Clark going to hold Sarah Walters up. Nice job of hitting here. That's going to cause Smith to come out and talk to his pitcher here in the circle.
Yeah, Coach Smith may be wondering, what could have been of this inning. And then boom, the bats come alive and really turn on and get going right there.
And you got Corbett coming up here. She's got 2 singles already on the night, so she can definitely advance Taylor over to second or possibly third, and give us another opportunity to get some more RBIs in here. Now Noster cutting into this lead. They're now down 12-8 here in the bottom of the fourth. But what a great inning for them as they've put together some nice runs here and quite a few nice hits.
Well, no matter how the rest of this game goes, this has been great for their confidence and just what they needed.
Yeah, that they're trying to play off this as they're going to see these Eagles coming in tomorrow as well. Corbett there lays off a high outside pitch. Now down in the count 1-2 with 2 down. Once again, Taylor Trudell at first base. 2 singles out of Corbett tonight. We'd love to have another one here to be able to advance Taylor.
What an inning there for the Lady Panthers. Did a just real nice job of battling back and giving them a chance right back in this ball game.
Yeah, truly a great inning. They strung together some very nice hits, very good base running, some dangerous base running at times, but paid off for them to be able to get that triple out of that. And, just a nice piece of work there. Some great coaching over there on the side as well from Coach Clark to be able to hold Maddie up and just to trust the bats of the Panthers to be able to cut into this lead. We're going into the top of the 5th now. Noster cut into that lead enough to only be 4 down here. That's confidence going into this one for Andrade. Stepping in for Holden's number 1, Faith Brown. Timeout called by the Noster coaches to go over and check on Brent after that slide into third. She still looks like she's favoring that right knee just a little bit as she came in on that one.
Yeah, I don't like to see anybody get shaken up after a play, but really nice play by her. Aggressive and senior year, going after it, giving it all she's got.
Well, you love to see the heart and the hustle out of her. We've seen that heart and hustle, though, all night with just some hits by our girls that, some players wouldn't have run out, but just giving it all they've got to be able to try to run it out and extend an inning for the Panthers. And, she just wanted to give it her all. She stretched that thing out, got a triple out of it, and did a great job there in the 4th inning. It was a beautiful hit as well. Noster now down 4, heading into the top of the 5th here.
Well, and down 4 is a big difference than, potentially having this game over with. Being at that mercy rule, now you've got a chance to come back. You're able to pull one out. I mean, that's confidence going into tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Brown here for the night has a single and an RBI and a double, so she's got 2 hits for the Eagles. Andrade trying to just get out of this 5th inning and then try to get back into those hot bats of the Panthers without any damage put up on the scoreboard.
Coach Smith trying to give some other players a chance here. One, backfired on him just a little bit. You hate to say that because you like to see everybody get some time, but, what was a huge lead is now minimal.
And what a great play over there by Sarah Walters. Walters has just done a great job in left field tonight, cleaning up some high balls, but they're showing that she's got the ability to charge in on a pitch and clean that one up as well. A nice diving effort by her, enough for an ESPN top 10 there if we were able to get that one on there. And speaking of Coach Smith giving some other players, this is Peyton Kilgore standing in for her first at bat for the Eagles. Kilgore coming around on that one, cleaned up by Brent and fielded very well, but just foul here by our home plate umpire.
What a job there by Walters in left field tonight. Has just really played a nice outfield for the Lady Panthers.
She has. I think she's recorded it at least 4, maybe 5 outs here for the Panthers tonight, and none more spectacular than that last one. Is she slid in low and was able to clean that one up for Noster.
The internet robbed us of a great home run earlier from Cassidy Brent, but luckily the internet held up for us here, and I believe everybody was able to catch that Walters snag. So really glad to be able to go back and watch that one, and I'm sure she'll want to go watch that one again too.
So Kilgore stands in. She's up in the count 2-1 on Andrade with 1 down here in the top of the 5th. Andrade dials one in, goes right back over to Frisbee. Frisbee over to Huntsman at first base. Nice fielding there by the Panthers. Emma stayed low on that one, fielded it very well, made a nice throw over. That was the second out here in the top of the 5th.
Really nice play there. The defense has settled in too as this game has gone on. Hated for it to take, 2 or 3 innings for them to get settled in. But luckily the bats have come back to pick them up.
Now another player here from Smith getting an opportunity to play is Kayla Recusic. Her first at bat for the Eagles. Nice fastball there from Andrade. Just hit the bottom of that zone. Recusic looking to lay off of that one, but Andrade hitting her spot. Evens the count up now 1-1.
How about Andrade fighting back? Had a tough first inning and has just continued to fight back and limit the damage.
Yeah, and she's done a great job of just, as you said, way back in the first and in the second, just really kind of working that zone. Right here, trying to work it, finds herself down as she threw one high and that one low. Down in the count now, 3-1 to Recusic. Andrade trying to come inside. Missed her spot on that one. Recusic now at first base for the Eagles. And stepping up to the plate for them is Kirsten Redhair. So the right fielder coming up for the Eagles with one on and two down here in the top of the fifth.
Looking forward to see Andrade work back out of this. Just like she has all night. That's kind of really the first blunder she's had in a couple of innings.
Yeah, she really kind of just tried to work that batter just a little bit too much, and starts off this one with a high inside pitch, but comes right back, and a nice hit there by Redhair. Redhair punches it forward. She had a sacrifice early in the first, and then getting that single here for the Eagles. Tasia Lee coming back up. Her last at bat was her first. Drove it deep into Walters, and Walters able to clean one of those up as well.
Powerful swing for her. Yet again, taking it right down that third base line.
Well, as you said, we know she's got the strength. If she's got that wrestling mentality, she's also got that aggressiveness, and she went aggressive after that pitch. Pulled it way too much, went right down that line, and Brent laying off that one to let it go foul. Up and out of play by Lee. Andrade now in a great position as she's 0-2. Don't know that she wants to play with the batter too much, but may see if she can throw something in high to get her to chase and jam her up. But she's up in the count now, 0-2 with two down and a runner on. Done her job, though, here in the top of the fifth. I mean, getting the Panthers to this point, and don't want to see Lee do that and straighten that out. That ball was long and gone, but thankfully foul. And Lee actually has runners at first and second for the Eagles.
Yeah, that one right into the sun. That sun's getting to a brutal point.
Yeah, hopefully our camera won't pick too much of that up and get the glare so that you can see Andrade here hopefully clean up the inning on this pitch. Low fastball blocked well by Taylor Trudell behind the plate to keep it in front of her and keep the runners at first and second for Lee.
Kirsten Redhair really getting a big lead over there at first. Might see Trudell kind of throw behind her maybe once here, just see, catch her off guard.
Yeah, Huntsman not making that play, though, back to first to keep her on too much. They're just looking for this last out of the inning. Honestly, Huntsman playing a short corner there. Finds herself pulled up in front of that first base line. Count evens up now at 2-2 with two down. Trudell out to talk to her pitcher, kind of settle her in. Probably talking to her about the great effort that she's put forth here in the fifth. Done a nice job getting to this point. Now if they can just clean this one up and hopefully get back to the bats that they put together there in the bottom of that fourth inning. 2-2 across the bottom of the board. Pitch from Andrade coming in.
Ooh, thought that one may have just snuck in. Home plate umpire saw it just high and out. Didn't miss by much.
Hard to judge when you have a batter that drops down like that. You really just got to kind of pay attention to the placement. Count goes full now, 3-2 to Andrade.
There you go.
Hot corner there on Brent. The ball was driven straight at her. And RBI is going to come in. Just a nice hit there by Lee. She really put a lot on that one. Brent almost took that one right in the face mask.
Yeah, that was the sun had my vision blocked a little bit, but that couldn't have missed by much. A real nice piece of hitting out of Lee.
Yeah, and Brent actually putting her glove on that one just inside the baseline. After she hit it with her glove, it actually carried off into foul territory, but the touch makes it fair, and you got to continue to play. And Sarah Walters coming up and getting that ball in as quick as she could to try to limit the damage, but runners at second and third here for Holden.
Let's score 13-8. You want Andrade to get out of this one and just work to finish getting their team back up to the plate, give them a chance to cut back into that Holden lead.
Yeah, and really, I mean, just it was a great pitch, and Lee just came around on it. You know, she had really kind of peppered that side with those two fouls, and then driving that one right at Brent's face. Brent was lucky to kind of get a glove on it as fast as it was coming in.
Found a nice little gap there.
Yeah, Mara Clover really kind of hit that one in tight on her hands. Had just enough strength to go ahead and muscle it over the infield. And you hate to see this because Kira's done such a great job here coming back, but Mara drops that one over Cassidy's head, and two more come in for the Eagles. They're now up 15-8.
Well, and that's what you want to see out of the top of your order. Spring using her head on that one.
Yeah, Spring kind of getting her bell rung there. Looked like she was going to kind of drop out of it, lost sight of it, and it hit her helmet. I'll tell you what, if it's going to hit you, you might as well get hit in the plastic instead of on the arm or something like that. But Andrade advancing the runner there on a hit by pitch, and now runners at first and second for the Eagles. Shaking that one off as she brings one in. Must have just missed the bottom of that strike zone here for the Lady Panthers. Drive for Davidson out there. Probably not the side that I would pick. Going straight out there to Everett's in center field. She has just got amazing range out there and amazing speed to be able to get to anything. Not somebody that I'd want to hit to tonight, but all our outfielders tonight have done a great job anytime that they've hit it out there, either getting it back in quickly or, like Sarah, being able to clean it up, and like Everett's being able to show her range out there. Going into the bottom of the fifth, now Noster down 7, 15-8. Olivia Bazenga stepping up here in the bottom of the fifth, hoping to keep those bats going for the Panthers. And speaking of Bazengas, I hear we've got a bit of a celebrity that's online watching us right now, and her sister Macy Bazenga. So Macy, big shout out to you. Hope college is going well, and I hope you're doing well playing as well. Right on cue, Macy. Your little sister delivers with a beautiful hit straight up the middle. She finds herself at first base and then keeps those bats going from that 4th inning. Stepping in now is Sarah Walters, hopefully to continue.
You can just tell her she did that because you were watching, just wanted to show off for you.
Well, yeah, she knew you were watching, Big Sis, and she wanted to show you that she's got exactly what you've got, and she finds herself there at first base. Walters pops one up, straight up and back. Nice little piece of work there by Faith Brown to be able to come back and clean that one up for the first out for the Eagles.
Well, and remember, it was something similar to that last inning that really started the big run there for Noster. Holden taking care of it this inning.
Yeah, this time it doesn't drop, and Maddie Milligan steps up as that designated hitter for Andrade. Milligan had a nice drive there in the 4th as well. Hopefully she can advance. Bazanga over there on the 1st. She had a big cut there. Count evens up at 1-1 with 1 down.
Milligan had a real nice piece of hitting last time. I'd like to see her continue that in this at-bat.
Nice eye from her as she lays off that outside pitch. Count's going to go to 2-1. Stout still in the circle for the Eagles, as she has been the last few innings. Milligan painted that line on 3rd base to be able to drive that one through. Tough play over there, just out of the reach of the Eagles. Now runners at 1st and 2nd. Beautiful hit for her. Back to the top of the order. Caitlin Everett's coming up. And Everett's at her last at bat had a single as well. Hopefully she can stretch one of those together. Hopefully get an RBI coming off of Bazanga there at 2nd base. Or at least advance these players and load it up for Huntsman there on deck.
Unlucky there, unlucky.
Yeah, definitely unlucky. I honestly thought that that ball from Everett's was going to go over the head of Kimmy there at shortstop, but Kimmy able to get that one. Milligan just with a little bit too far of a stretch there coming off first base, and Spring able to throw her out there at first base as well. And that's actually Peyton Kilgore that's been pitching for the Eagles. I've been calling that one wrong most of the night. But Kilgore out there, she's done a great job there on the mound for the Eagles. And Kilgore finds herself up here through these innings, 15-8. I apologize to all the Eagle fans for that. You guys have probably been just screaming at your laptops and computers, being able to tell me that's Kilgore, not Stout out there. So as we ended that one, like I said, that's Kilgore out there in the circle for the Eagles. She's done a nice job of pitching for them through the last few innings. Stepping up to bat for the Eagles is number 10, Cameron Rayfelt. Rayfeld's second at bat for the Eagles here in the top of the sixth.
Andrade's still out in the circle here. Been good to see her fight through and push through tonight.
Now, what confidence your coach has in you just to let you work through this and make sure that you put together a full game of work for the Panthers, and then come back out tomorrow and put Brent back out there and just change that speed up for these Eagles.
Well, and they needed her to, get through the entirety of this one just for the sake that they're trying to save Brent till tomorrow. So great job of Andrade just sticking out there, sticking that one out.
Yeah, and you see range from two players there. Emma Frisbee chasing that one down, going all the way into the grass. But right there again was Everts. So if Frisbee didn't get it, Everts was right there. Almost a collision, but Frisbee does come up with that one for the first out here in the top of the sixth.
Once again, it's been the defense of Noster here last 3 or 4 innings that's helped keep them in this.
Absolutely, and going to probably need some defense here as Faith Brown steps up. Her last 2 at-bats have been a single and a double. She rips one to Frisbee. Frisbee like a vacuum cleaner over there in that shortstop spot. She just brings that one up, throws it over to Huntsman. Huntsman cleans it up there for the second out here of the inning.
Get another out here, get your bats back in, going again. Had a good position last inning. First and second, just unlucky with a little double up there to end the inning.
And here is Kilgore, the pitcher. All you can do is laugh back here. I'm just going to tell everybody the sun was in my eyes, even though it's dropped down behind the trees at this point. But all those other innings, it was right in my eyes. So, but Kilgore comes up there. She evens up the count, 1-1. And Taylor Trudell just on that outside pitch, sliding out, blocking it down to keep it in front of her. But Kilgore at 1-1 here with Andrade.
You really get a new appreciation for those behind the mic when you're back behind the mic yourself. You really, kind of see, okay, that's what it's like. So when you're at home watching, go, what are you doing? Well, now you know what they're doing.
Yeah, the funny thing is we don't have too many people begging us to come and be behind the mic, so I think we do an okay job back here. I hope that you're enjoying our broadcast, and please stay on afterwards as we just give you a list of our sponsors that have given us a chance to be able to broadcast these games. We truly appreciate them and the support that they give us. Stepping up here is number 24, Kayla Recusic for the Eagles.
We give them a shout out each game, and they really do deserve it. They're the ones that make this possible, give us the opportunity, give our students the opportunity, a chance to learn, and got some really cool opportunities coming up for them, and we really look forward to that and watching them grow and learn.
Great local businesses here in Noster and in Warrensburg. In fact, some of their kids are right here on this field tonight, so appreciate the support that they give to the kids, and many of them sitting out here in the stands tonight, some of our local business owners. And Recusic evened up here with actually now down or up in the count 2-1 to Andrade. Recusic sends it right in between the shortstop and the third baseman. Runners at first and second for the Eagles. Stepping up to bat for the Eagles will be number 18, Kirsten Redhair.
Glad that sun's gone down a little bit. It was really making it tough to see there on the camera. Allison was like, what do? I said, just follow the ball the best you can. That sun will go down here in a minute.
It's even tougher to see that pitcher out there. And we're looking right at the back of our home plate umpire. Frisbee coming in. That ball just kind of spinning, had a lot of English on it, and just kind of died out there. Stepping up now is Lee. Lee coming up has has strung together a couple nice hits for the Eagles. Her last one bringing in 2 RBIs. She's back up here in the top of the 6th.
She's had some really nice swings here in her first couple of at-bats.
Yeah, she steps up here with 2 down, but bases loaded for her. You know, you're just hoping that Andrade will fight back here. She's down in the count 1-0 after that high fastball, but hopefully she can battle back here, trust her defense, and get out of this inning. Off the tip of the bat is going to go foul for Lee, and the count is going to even up there for Andrade at 1-1.
Score 15-8 here in the 6th inning. An out is just really key and crucial for Noster to get back up and find the spark they had there in the 4th inning up at the plate.
Yeah, you want to see them end with some momentum, some excitement about going into the game tomorrow. That 4th inning definitely gave them a spark and showed them that they could put some runs up on the board versus the Eagles here. That ball right back to Andrade, cleaned up by Huntsman there at first base. And Noster does go in. No damage here, so they're going to go in here at the bottom of the 6th, down 15-8, but hoping to get those bats together and make sure that they bring some excitement and hopefully maybe even a win going into tomorrow's first round of districts. Bottom of the 6th, Huntsman steps up versus Kilgore. Lays off the first pitch up in the count 1-0.
Huntsman, top of the lineup, ready to see those bats come back alive. Put a couple on. Brent comes up. We could be, have us a different ball game here in just a few pitches.
Yeah, she's done some nice job tonight with her hitting as well. She's had a sacrifice and a couple of nice drives right up the middle, so hopefully she'll be able to, at a minimum, get on here. She's up in the count 2-0, now up 3-0. I guarantee she's going to be taking this one and try to give us a runner here at first base as we find ourselves down 7. She makes a liar out of me, goes ahead and takes a cut at that one right off the tip of her bat. Still up in the count, though. Nice hitter's count for her now. If she sees something that she likes at 3-1.
Well, not many people will get the green light, but Estella Huntsman in the bat she has, she's going to get that green light.
That's exactly right. She sends that one sky high into center field. Cleaned up out there by Mara Clover. Now shortstop Emma Frisbee stepping up. Boy, Emma's done a great job, not only with her bat tonight, but also with her glove. Just a quality night for her there at shortstop. And she steps in here, taking that low fastball that came across, laying off of that one, up in the count now 1-0. Beautiful hit by her right over the shortstop, picking on her own position there, putting it over the top of Spring. and getting a single out of that one. Now we got some power coming up here. Number 2, Cassidy Brent, stepping up into the batter's box. Had that home run, had a nice drive to the warning track in right field. Looking for a nice solid hit out of her and just kind of get some momentum going in for that district game.
You bet any sort of momentum you can take, even if it's a little bit. That 4th inning is exactly what the Lady Panthers needed. Bats hadn't really done much until that point, except for the bat of Cassidy Brent. For everybody to feel that, really get that line moving, it was important.
Yeah, Brent didn't like that one. She thought it was off the outside. Home plate ump did call it as a strike. Looking to turn 2 here is the Eagles, but Brent with some nice speed. So she hits into a fielder's choice single, and now Taylor Trudell's going to step up to the plate.
Yeah, some good speed, and a double clutch there by Kilgore also slowed that play down a little bit.
So our catcher here stepping up with 2 down, with Brent over at first base, showing bunt and pulling back. Did draw the third baseman forward on that play, so doing what she wants to do here, showing it again, pulling it back a lot earlier. This time Brent takes off, gets down there to second base, had plenty of time as she slid in there underneath that tag. Now a runner at second for Trudell. Wow, some nice range there out of center field there by Mara Clover. It was actually a very good hit by Taylor Trudell, but Mara showing her range, sliding in and cleaning that one up for the Eagles. And just a nice play by her.
A nice little half swing. Bout found some green, but Clover came in. Really nice closing speed. Keep it at 15-8 heading in here to the last inning.
Yeah, that would have been just a great little shot for Taylor. I don't know that we would have sent the runner from second base. Probably would have held them up and had a runner at first and second. But Clover had other aspirations and ideas for the Eagles. So Mara Clover steps up straight off of her nice play in center field there. Here in should be the top of the 7th out there. Still showing 6 on the scoreboard, but top of the 7th. Her team up 15-8. Andrade still in the ring for the Panthers. Mara steps up there and takes that first pitch and places it right over the head of Brent into left field for a play by Sarah Walters. Gets a nice single out of that as well. Now new player, Jocelyn Mchenry, stepping up, and first opportunity for the Eagles for us to be able to see her.
Coach Smith's really got to feel good about what he's got moving forward here. Is, top 2, 1, 2 are both sophomores.
Yeah, and McHenry gets up there and takes one on the arm for her team and advances herself to first. Runners at first and second now for them, and Davidson steps up for the Eagles. Wow, hot hit there by Davidson. Just a tough one to control, and one of the few that we have seen Frisbee not be able to get her glove on. She went down for that one, was unable to come up with it clean. Throw was just a little bit off as well. Now bases loaded for the Eagles, number 10, Cameron Rayfelt. Sticking with it is Frisbee. She just knocked that one down. Had to come across her body to be able to knock it down. Played it at her feet. Was able to make the play to Brent. Run does come in. RBI does score. But nice play by her there at shortstop.
Both those, she wasn't able to field cleanly, but they're both tough plays, and she stuck with them and really minimized damage. Now it's 16-8, which easily could have been 18 or 19-8.
Yeah, I mean, just a nice piece of fielding right there. Like I said, she had to come across her body to knock that one down. Speaking of knocking it down, Trudell there doing a nice job behind the plate, keeping that ball in front of her to limit any damage or any advancement from any of the runners. Smart play there by Brent. She does try to turn two. She got bumped as she made that throw, but nice play by her as she does the smart thing. Steps on third. Gonna give the second out there.
Yeah, you almost would have liked to have seen her tuck that one away a little bit, but why not take a chance? And just luckily, no more runs were able to come in. Did advance the runners though. Yeah,
trying to do something special for her team though. Sometimes you're just trying to make that extra play, and she's got such a strong arm from over there, so she definitely has the strength. She showed that she has the strength, even trying to avoid the runner as they came in there. But a smart play by her. The runners do advance her at second and third here for Kilgore as she steps up.
Well, and do that tonight. Do that tonight when it's 16-8. Don't do it tomorrow when district title's on the line.
That's exactly right, and she'll be in a little different position. She'll be in that center circle tomorrow, bringing the heat versus these Eagles, and just showing that a little different perspective for her. Kilgore fouls that one up and out of play. Andrade now down in the count, 2-1, but really done once again. Just a nice job. She's kind of settled in here and settled down, and done really well these last few innings.
Yeah, this score isn't really indicative of her performance. She's really performed well tonight, but Eagles have performed well as well.
Yeah, they've had the bats moving, and right there was a bat that was very nicely hit by Kilgore. She's going to bring in 2 RBIs. You saw Smith over there. He was giving them the go signal basically from the start. He wasn't slowing them up. He was trying to get that 10th run up there on the board just to show what his Eagles can do, and hopefully try to discourage Noster going into tomorrow. But I tell you what they strung together in that fourth inning should help them to be able to get things going. Emma Frisbee here to clean up the top of the 7th.
Yeah, and we wonder if Coach Smith was regretting not sending a couple players earlier on, kind of held them off, calling off the dogs, but there sends it in, gets that 18-8 lead as we head into the bottom of the 7th inning.
And he's done a nice job of coaching. I mean, honestly, you look at the roster, and every single one of his players have stepped out there and gotten to play tonight. Noster, though, on their side, nice piece of coaching as well. We're getting ready to go here into the bottom of the 7th. Noster down 10, but definitely not out of this, and their heart's in it as well. Bottom of the 7th, Carolyn Corbett, our right fielder, stepping up for the Panthers. Kilgore's first pitch in there was a nice one, right towards the bottom of the strike zone. Good fastball from her, up in the count now 0-1.
Go Corbett.
Good zoom in there of Kilgore. And a nice cut there by Carolyn Corbett, but just too much speed there from Kilgore on the mound. Corbett steps in, 0-2, wanting to shorten up that swing and drive it up the middle. She shortens it up, doesn't quite get it up the middle, but sends it over to Kimmy Spring there at the shortstop position. Now Bazanga back up. Bazanga with that nice single, her last at bat. She steps up here in the bottom of the 7th with one down. Ball tailing to go foul, but just barely misses that line.
Let's go, Buzz.
Grandma over there thought it was fair. Field ump saw it just a little bit differently. Bazanga with a big cut on that one. Down in the count now, 0-2 with one down.
Thought that one might have dropped in there on the line pitch ago, but just didn't quite catch it, I guess. Sure looked close though.
Well, another Bazanga agreed with you over there. She's the first base coach. She was wanting Clock to come over and question that one just a little bit, but not getting the call, and Olivia stands in, lays off a high outside pitch. Still down in the count though, 1-2 with one down.
Well, some of that you don't want the players to start having doubt, especially after that 4th inning. You want them to have confidence with the game. I mean, now we're 24 hours away from first pitch. I mean, it's time to lock in and go for that one. As soon as this one ends, put it behind and be ready.
Speaking of locked in, Bazanga here is locked in as she's still battling Kilgore. Got 2 strikes, and she's even the count up now, 2-2. She's done just a great job up there, just battling pitches off and making sure she extends this and works Kilgore as much as she possibly could. Lays off another one. Now the count goes full, 3-2. What a great at bat for her.
Yeah, you're right. She is locked in. She's seeing the pitches. She knows the pitch she wants. Hopefully she gets it.
Speaking of that pitch, here's the 3-2. Lays off that one, doesn't let her hit her because she knows she's going to go base on balls. So she finds herself at first base. Gives us a nice runner here as Sarah Walters steps up in the bottom of the 7th. Bazenga standing there on first base. Hit or walk, she was destined to be over there at first base, and she wasn't going to stand for anything less. Now Sarah Walters up with that same determination as she lays off the first pitch, up 1-0.
Noster hitters being a little picky here with 1 out in the 7th inning, down 18-8.
Yeah, paying off for him too. That ball just a little bit high and outside from Kilgore. Walters laying off that. Looks like missed the outside corner as well. Now 3-0 count to Walters. We'll see if she takes here.
Yeah, I got to think she'll have the red light here.
Yeah, red light. She did square around just to be able to show, but she was definitely pulling back and taking that time. Nice count for her now if she sees something she likes at 3-1 with 1 down. Going the short route, trying to turn 2, but unable to. So fielder's choice there, Walters at first base.
Sure was a close play over there at second. Didn't get her by much.
Yeah, you've got good speed there by Bazenga. She had a pretty good jump on it. Walters struck it hard, but Spring there able to get the close one. Not really a chance to turn 2. They attempted it, but Walters was there in time. Now Maddie Milligan steps up for the Panthers. Nice hit by Milligan, dropping it in. They're going to hold up Walters at second. Runners at first and second, and back to the top of the order for Caitlin Everts. Everts strung together a couple singles tonight, so good to see us back at the top of the order with her up there. 2 down, runners at first and second for the Panthers. Fastball on the outside there to Everts. Nice pitch by Kilgore.
Yeah, Kilgore, real nice job getting back in the zone there. See what happens here.
Wild pitch is going to advance the runners to second and third. And Everett's going to step back up. 0-2 count here. You know she's going to shorten up and try to punch it. And that's exactly what she does. But great range out of the center there with Kilgore. Out of the center there. Not with Kilgore, with Clover. And Clover has shown that range all night. She's done a great job. So before we close out, we'd just like to just kind of give a shout out to our sponsors and the great job that they do. Hometown Heating and Air Conditioning, B&G Scoops, Ready, Set, Grow Daycare. I got some kids out there playing tonight and one listening on the other end. And then Dutch Country Markets, Little Caesars, Eggs R Us here in Noster. Sonic is a great sponsor for us. Rockin' Sports there in Warrensburg. Ace Hardware and Subway, locally owned and operated right here in Noster. Noster Physical Therapy, Tequila Jalisco's, Remax, Complete Chiropractic, McDonald's, Coffee Snobs, Trails Regional Library, SC Fuel, which moved over to Warrensburg. Check them out downtown. The little clubhouse over by Sonic. And then Brooks Florist and Decor, also there with B&G Scoops. So just some great sponsors for us, some great local commerce and local business owners that do a lot for our kids and have not only done a lot for our kids, but really done a lot for the downtown and the look of the downtown. I appreciate also the Revitalization Committee and the work that they do to help grow that downtown and to make it something special for our kids as well.
Yeah, really, we've talked about it, and we talk about it in every broadcast, and we'll talk about it in every broadcast coming up. We can't do it without them. They give us opportunities that our kids just wouldn't be able to have without them.
Yeah, well, Derek, great calling with you tonight. We're getting ready here for the JV game. As you said, we're just a little under 24 hours from the first pitch there in that first round of districts. Now Noster traveling to Pleasant Hill to go right back against these Eagles. And you know that they're gonna have some confidence after what they did on the scoreboard there, and especially the way they got those bats going tonight versus a very good Holden Eagle team, in fact, conference champions. And hopefully Noster can come out, and that difference of switching up Brent and just getting in that speed and having just a different look on the mound, hopefully that'll give the Eagles just a little bit of trouble. Noster will be able to squeeze out a win and step into that second round of districts.
Yeah, the difference in this one really was the start of the game. Eagles came out, got up on the board quick. Really, we're 3 outs away from ending this one, probably about an hour ago. But strong fourth inning out of Noster helped make this one final score of 18-8.
All right, well, we're going to go ahead and close out our broadcast tonight. So great seeing everybody out there, and great working with you tonight. And when's our next time that we're going to be broadcasting for everybody to kind of listen in to Noster events here on YouTube?
Yeah, our goal is for football on Friday. Football will be back in Noster. It's been a while. It's been a little bit since, what was it, homecoming? The 18th of September, I believe, was the last time we had home football in Noster. So it's back at home, and really looking forward to that. I think then next week we're going to have some volleyball and football again, and we're getting close to the end of the season.
Yeah, so check us out. Check out all these great athletes from Noster. And once again, I just tip my hat to our softball team. Could have called them the Pink Panthers all night, just because of the great atmosphere out here and the great job that they do supporting just a great cause, and coming out and showing their awareness for cancer and just wanting to battle that. So just appreciate the girls and the job that they do out there, and then just bringing awareness to this cause as well. And just once again, they wanted to end this tonight, just wishing anybody out there that's battling through this good luck, keep fighting, and make sure that you come out of there and just kick this cancer.